Hello everyone! Live po tayo ngayon here in Sanders and we will look for food that are low carb compliant. So, nandito tayo sa biscuit section and I think marami dito yung kino-consider as healthy foods but actually hindi talaga low carb. But in here, at least we have chia seeds. So, chia seeds is considered low carb. Usually, ano ba ang sa chia seeds? It's high in, nandyan yan, mataas sa calcium, mataas sa fiber, mataas sa iron, merong omega-3, it's good for the heart. Pero kung wala kang chia seeds, okay lang naman. Hindi siya required when it comes to low carb, but you can benefit from having it, especially sa gustong mag-weight loss and gustong merong kainin like something filling, pero hindi talaga gustong mag-fasting. So, you can have this. Usually, kung mag-chia seeds ako, gumagamit ako ng, ginagawa ko siyang parang overnight oats. So, these oats are still high carb. This one is still full of carbohydrates. But chia seeds is very low. So, tingnan natin yung kanyang total carbohydrate content per tablespoon. But this one is mostly fiber. So, sa 13 grams niyan, 10 grams is dietary fiber. So, it's only 3 gram net carbs. And usually, kapag kumakain tayo ng chia seeds, 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoon is already enough kasi lumulobo siya. For those who are like wanting to have low carb milk tea, instead of sago, yun yung ginagawa natin. Ginagawa natin overnight na chia seeds soaked in water and then lulobo na siya. Or you can soak it mismo sa iyong tea. And then by morning, pwede mong mag-add ng heavy cream. Or if you have whey protein isolate na parang gatas na din, you can have that as your parang cream sa iyong low carb milk tea. So everything else here is mostly high carb. So kahit yung honey, even honey, honeycomb, all natural, but it is still pure glucose and fructose. So kung nakikita nyo, 1 tablespoon of honey at 21 grams, tingnan nyo, 0 grams niyan is fiber and 17 grams. It's all total sugar. So, and that is pure honey. So, even if it is a natural sugar, it is still sugar. So, kung gusto nyo i-improve yung inyong inflammation and blood sugar, please, huwag kayong magpaloko. Even maple syrup. Maple syrup, look. Per 60 ml, 53 grams of that are pure sugar. So, hindi dahil sinasabing natural, pure, ay healthy na agad. Even cocoa sugar. So, not all cocoa products or coconut products are low carb. So, if you can see here, total carbohydrate per 5 ml serving, 3 grams niyan is sugar. And hindi pa niya sinabi kung ano yung 1 gram kasi wala siyang nilagay na fiber. So, it's mostly per teaspoon of that is just full of either fructose or glucose. So, huwag magpaloko sa mga sweeteners na yan. Okay? So, this one, it's one of the things that I use. So, kung kailan man, this is still in caution list ha. Because, yung caution list natin, it can trigger your sugar craving. So, erythritol. Erythritol is one of the good kinds of sugar. Ito, by via, not via, mostly using stevia. Pero you have to be cautious whenever they use stevia kasi yung iba, yung stevia nito, dapat yung kapares either erythritol, allulose, or monk fruit. But if they're using others as extenders for stevia, so it may not be good. So in here, erythritol. So this one is good. At least still in caution list, but if ever you need for special occasions a sweetener, you can actually use this. So magkano to? So this is how many packs? So 80 packs per 400. So magkano yan? 1, 2, 3, nasa 450 pesos. Tama ba? Nasa 450 or 425 pesos each packet. So somewhat okay naman. I don't need that actually kasi wala naman ako sa bahay and I'm just here on vacation, here on Landers. But we will just see what else we can see here. Generally, all of these are high carb. Kung meron man dito, baking soda maybe, and a little baking powder for your low carb needs. But for flour, kahit pa quinoa pa yan, it's still high carb. Tingnan nyo. Carbohydrate, is 44.8 grams. So, mataas pa rin. Hindi nila nilagay how much is the fiber. Oh, 22 grams. 22 grams yung fiber. So, we don't know if yung 22 grams na fiber na yan dito, this one, is already part of the total 44 gram. So, i-consider natin kung hindi yan part niyan. So, it's still high. At per 100 grams, kung i-deduct natin dyan, that's still 22 grams net carbs. So, as much as possible, avoid that. The only flour that we use, if ever, would be coconut flour or almond flour. And in here, wala akong nakikita. Oat flour is different, but oat fiber can be low carb. Pero, you have to be conscious if you are sensitive to gluten because it will be high in gluten. And so, meron nga. Yay! Merong almond flour. So, almond flour is a good alternative for those who want to bake na gusto ng low carb. Tingnan nyo. Per this, no? Dietary fiber 3, total sugar is just 1 gram per tablespoon. So, this is very low carb. So, sa ating mga goodies, we only use either almond flour or coconut flour. So, at least we have here, oh, we have almond flour and coconut flour and both almond flour. Blanched almond flour, yung puti na, hindi nakasama yung balat. So, this one is good for baking. So, where's that? Per 14 ounce. Pillsbury na din pala yung product, oh. From this one, ganyan na lang price. So, you can see it's a little pricey. So, good news is, hindi sila required sa ating low-carb lifestyle. Those are just options. So, these section are mostly high-carb lang naman yan. I'm actually looking for more low-carb compliant na chocolates that we can possibly bring for our meet and greet section. So, nakadaan na ba tayo before dito? So, these ones are mostly high-carb. And sa mga nagfa-fasting dyan at gusto ng mga bone broth, you have, kung ayaw nyong magluto ng sarili yung bone broth, you can have this chicken stock. So, para siyang bone broth na chicken broth. But of course, ang dali-dali lang magawa niyan, magpakulo ka lang. So, how much is this? Magkano kaya to? Walang price? Libre siguro. So, anyway, kung bumili na lang kayo ng 1 kilo ng chicken bones, no? Or yung backbone, that's only 90 pesos. Kapag bumili kayo niyan, you are already gonna make a lot of chicken soup. Very healthy pa. You can control kung ano yung laman yan, ano yung ingredients. Actually, kapag naggumagawa ko ng sarili kong bone broth for, say for example, for a planned extended fasting at para I can break my fasting slowly, I usually take that. So, prepare ako niyan, 1 or 2 kilos of chicken backbone. Nasa 90 pesos each, 2 kilo. So, that's just 180 pesos. And you can already make like 4 or 5 liters worth of chicken broth. Nilalagyan ko lang ng salt, pepper, a little vinegar para mawala yung lansa. And then, yung herbs and spices, I just have yung McCormick Italian seasoning. Sobrang sarap na. It's like, mas masarap pa kaysa sa nabibili natin sa restaurant. So, this is the area of the chocolates again. But behind me are the berries and the frozen goods that are actually low-carb compliant. So, I will show you. So, strawberries. So, these are frozen berries. So, berries are low-carb. Of course, you still have to take them considering kung ano yung overall carb content nila. Per 100 grams of strawberries, nasa 3 to 5 grams lang yan ng net carbs. Broccoli, if you want, pwede naman. Sa mixed vegetables, just be careful kasi baka marami yung carrots dyan or baka merong potato. So, but others, these are high carb na. Also, very high carb and also very high carb. So, sa frozen section, what you can have would be the cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and then the berries. Wala silang blueberry and blackberry right now. They only have strawberry. So, that is good. Kung nasa bahay lang ako, bibili ako niyan. But now, I'm not. And for the chocolates, it's mostly high carb. Meron ditong sugar-free, pero scam na naman to. This is a scam sugar-free because sabi dito, sugar-free. But, look, per 2 pieces, which is 2 pieces serving at 28 grams, tingnan nyo. 17 grams niyan is total carb. Yung fiber niyan, 1. So, minus 1, that's 16 grams. Okay? So, 17, ito yon. So, total, dalawang piraso, 28 grams. Sa kada dalawang piraso, 17 grams yung total carb niyan. I-deduct nyo dyan yung 1 gram na fiber. So, 16 yung matitira. Yung 16, yun yung net carb. So, 16 divided by 4 is already 4. So, 4 teaspoons na yan of white sugar equivalent. Yung dalawang peraso lang ng ganito. And it's even labeled as sugar-free. So, wag magpapascam, okay? Wag magpapascam. Thank you so much for those who gave 150 stars. Maraming salamat po. We will look for more. So, in here is the... Oy, nandyan pala yung aking mga pinakamamahal na friends. That's your Dr. Yan and Dr. Kentan, diba? They are my lover friends. Buti na lang I have friends like that, no? Nagsasupport lang sila sa kung anong pinaggagawa ko dito. So, these are all high carb, high carb, high carb. I think wala talaga dito. And the ones I posted in Singapore, naalala nyo yon, yung low carb. Wow! It looks low carb. Seaweed snacks. Yeah, seaweed snacks is also low carb. San ka, asa mo palit ani? Magkukuha daw ko ani. Magkuha po ko ani be? Sige. Thank you. Sige. So, they found a low carb snack. So, seaweed. It's your favorite? Yeah. No, it's yummy. It's yummy. Yeah. This one also?
2 to 9 only.
2 to 9, how many na?
15 pieces.
Wow. And it's in portions. I like it when it's packed in small portions para madaling i-control yung pagkain.
Madali siya mahunit. Crispy na.
Okay. Hindi na siya crispy after. So, dapat small packs lang yun. Sige, I'll get 2 of this also. And I will show you the one that I saw in Singapore na yung mga no sugar added, but actually very high carb because they are using malitol as sweeteners. So, this one, so per 30 grams is nasa 13. So per 30 grams, nasa 13 grams yung fiber. So minus 3, so 10. You don't need to consider the total sugar kasi yung nilalagay nila dito, yung white sugar. But it doesn't mean wala siyang added na fructose, wala siyang added na isolated glucose. They are just being technical na wala silang inad na white sugar. But if you deduct 3 grams of fiber in this 13, that will actually give you a 10 gram net carbs per 30 grams. So that is already 1/3. Per 1/3 of this is already sugar. So it's net carbs. So that's why wag papaloko sa no sugar added. So I think wala tayong mabibili ngayon dito. We don't have anything here that we can buy. And so, yeah. And for this one naman, if you want, you can have the cheeses. Hindi nyo kailangan bumili ng cheesecake. Although, this one, mukhang masarap, no? But I think it has sugar. Because, of course, naka-high carb naman yung regular na mga tao. So, let's see. So, carbohydrate is, 25 gram per 100 grams. So, that is 1/4. 1/4 of this is made of sugar. So, no, you can easily make your own cheesecake. Madali lang po magluto ng cheesecake. Marami tayo niyan in our Life Without Rice group. Pwede nyo po makita yan. And in here, of course, more chocolates, but are high carb. I'm looking for a low carb or keto, zero sugar, sugar-free ice cream so that we can see if it's really compliant. But I doubt. Maraming mga ganito, hindi talaga totoong low carb, kaya ayokong ma-scam kayo. Huwag papascam sa lahat ng merong low carb label. So, nasa na ba dito? Can you see any ice cream with low carb na labels? Wala, no? Thank you so much to the 260 stars. Maraming salamat po. We will see. And look kung anong meron dito. Burgers. So, these are real burgers. Kasi ngayon, marami na yung mga impossible burgers. So, tingnan nyo. It's all very, very high carb. Okay, so these are the cheeses. Mga ready to cook na mga pizza. So, these are very high carb. Yung mga back ribs, pork ribs, but their sauces are mostly composed of sugar. Okay? So, ano yan? Domestic chicken, salty fried chicken, the breadings would be high carb. So, these are already processed foods. Basta meat, buy fresh meat na lang. Okay? This one is what I like. Yogurts that are sugar-free, if pwede lang, yung walang natural. Let's see. So, this one is a Greek-style yogurt. Supposedly, yung real yogurt, mababa sa carbs. So, carbohydrate, yeah. So, somewhat, it's just 6.7 gram of net carbs. No, per serving, but per 100 ml, it's 34. So, mataas. Oh, no. 6.7 grams lang. It's nice. So, 6.7 lang. So, it's gluten-free, it's halal-free, halal certified, no artificial. So, this one is good. How much is that? Medyo mahal nga lang. But this one, Greek-style yogurt is okay. Yung Nestle na Greek-style, parang matamis siya. I tried it last time. And true enough, it's 120 grams per serving. Okay? So, 20 grams. So, mataas. Yung Nestle kasi, in-adjust nila yung kanilang formulation for Philippine market. Kasi Philippine market loves sweet taste. So, maybe you can just try. This one is Australian yogurt. Dairies are in our caution list, not for those who have diseases or need to heal from certain inflammation. So, this one is 12 gram. Parang 3 teaspoons of sugar. So, nasa 160, nasa 4 teaspoons of white sugar. So, that's too high. So, say no to that. So far, yung low dito, is just this one. This Bulla Family Dairy Greek-style yogurt. Yung Greek-style talaga, isa yan sa mga pinaka-low when it comes to sugar component. So, soy are in our caution list. In UAE, sobrang dami doon na masasarap na yogurt and from whole milk at very low carb. Sobrang ganda. I hope that we have it here. So, in here, 17 gram. So, 17 gram per serving. So, this is still too high. So, hindi. As much as I want to believe that it's low carb, pero hindi talaga. So, the butter, real butter is okay. So, this area are real butter. Kita nyo, totoong butter yan. But you have to be careful. Kasi mas-scam kayo. Baka pumili kayo ng mas mura. But yung mura ay hindi totoong butter. So, these ones are just, kapag meron ng kadugtong, buttercup, butterlicious, buttermilk, dairy cream, those are margarine. Though, margarine lang yan. So, always check the label. Always check the ingredients. So, hindi na nga nila nilagay yung ingredients. Nandyan. Tingnan nyo yung ingredients nila. Sobrang dami. Kapag sobrang dami na ng ingredients, hindi na totoo yan. But with real butter, dapat yung ingredients, simple lang. Yan. Butter, fat, milk, milk powder. Yun lang. That's all. Wala na. Meron pang soya lecithin, So, hanap tayo ng magandang butter. I'll show you which one is a good kind of butter. Let's see. So, this one. Anong nandito na ingredients? So, yun lang. Pasteurized cream, salt, contains milk. Yun lang. Very easy. Yun. This one is real butter. Okay? So, pasteurized cream, salt, and milk. Yun lang talaga. That's real butter. So, this one, pure unsalted butter, butter fat, milk, milk powder, emulsifiers. As much as possible, wala yung mga extra. So, pure butter should just contain milk. Just butter. Okay? Kung marami, baka wag na, baka scam yan. Okay, just choose the good one. So, this one, I've been buying Emborg and Lurpak. So, let's see this time kung ano yung nalaman ng kanyang ingredients. Butter, unsalted, cream milk. Okay, so yun lang. Yung kanyang ingredients is just cream from milk and lactic culture. Because yun lang naman talaga. Galing from milk lang. So, this one, Emborg butter is good. And Lurpak, aluminum foil ba? At hindi paper. Tingnan mo yung mga nagpapanggap na butter but are just margarine. They are packed in paper. So, one way to detect easily. Okay? So, the other ones, you can use whipping cream, heavy cream for some things. Sour cream can also be low carb, but you have to make sure na wala siyang extra. So in here, tingnan nyo. Per 100 ml, look, ng sour cream is just 2.8 grams. So this is good, no? I think I want this one. So eto, this is good. This is good. Sour cream, and maybe I'll get just sour cream and yogurt. Yun lang. For in here. Sige, ato niya. Ako yung mga loves, yung mga pinakamamahal ko. And I'll get this one. Pero sobrang laki. I cannot finish this one. Wag na lang. I cannot finish that. So, wag na lang muna. Sour cream lang. And these ones, processed foods are in our caution list. Cold cuts are in our caution list. But if they're from good sources, you can have that from time to time. And we have salmon, frozen meat like this one. Like salmon, it's good. If you have events or party in the house, you can easily put this, add sour cream, add cream cheese, add herbs and spices, and you just bake it. Sobrang sarap na. Akalain nila, kung saan mo na pinagawa yan o saan mo na nabili yan. So these are one of my favorites, the spices. So the spices are good. It can make your low carb kitchen finds very, very exciting at hindi nakakaumay. Yun nga, lagyan mo lang ng basil, ng parsley, parang akalain mo Italian na siya. Lagyan mo lang ng curry, cumin powder, pepper, chili powder. Isipin mo parang Indian na siya. So the spices can do so much. And these are the marbled. Yun yung tawag nating marbled kasi mataas yung fat content. Most of these are not grass-fed. So actually, yung healthiest, yung grass-fed, is yung nasa atin talaga, yung mga matitigas. Pero yun nga lang, it may not be that pleasurable. So eto, yung mga steak. Reserve it on special occasions. Huwag sanayin yung sarili sa mga mahal, okay? Okay lang yung mga mura, yung nandun sa usual na area. So, pupunta kami ulit doon and we will buy the seaweeds. And maraming salamat for being with me. We are just roaming around here, seeing kung ano nandito ngayon sa Landers. I will try to check if meron silang kombucha dito. Usually, meron naman yung iba because in the Philippines, hindi pa ganon ka open ang mga tao sa kombucha. But usually others, open na sila sa kombucha. Medyo kilala na. But in here, mainly, they are just putting here what's also on demand. So, wala pa siguro demand on kombucha kasi wala pa akong nakikita dito. So, nandito is yung mga juices, pretending to be healthy, but mostly composed of high carb. Kahit Pocari Sweat, so that is containing electrolytes, but that also contains a lot of sugar. So, wag papaloko. Tingnan natin. I'll show you para makita nyo. Hala, hindi dinidisclose yan. So, yes, meron siyang sodium, meron potassium, meron calcium, magnesium, but look at the sugar, per 100 ml. So, 6.5, parang 1.5 teaspoons. Yan. So, times 10, so that is like 15 teaspoons of white sugar sa isang litro niyan. So, wag papaloko. You can create your own electrolyte drink easily. Just add salt to your water, and that's already good enough. So, thank you so much to 1,134 stars na nagbigay po. Marami pong salamat. So, we are going to tour more. But I think that is enough for today for our low carb. Puntahan ko muna sila for our low carb treats. Wait, ipakita ko muna sa inyo parang masasarap na mga cream cheese, oh. Looks good, looks good, looks good, looks good. Okay, but cheese and dairies are in our caution list. Kung hindi nyo pa nakita yung video natin, kindly check milk, cheese, and dairies, why they are in our caution list. Kasi na-explain po doon why not everyone is actually entitled or allowed to eat those cheese and dairies, especially if you still need to heal. So, maraming salamat everyone. We are here in Landers and we are going to buy some stuff. And thank you so much for being with me. Always remember to stay low carb so that we all stay safe. Bye-bye!